some things TKO can do to improve the WWE. Step one, get rid of the LED stage. It's just too much. It's overproduced. The show in general is overproduced, and we're going to get to that. But number one, I would remove the LED stage. It's just too distracting. It's just too much for a wrestling show. Can we please keep the entrance to the wrestler? Number two, can we please implement some musical artists? More walk-ins, more live performances, more special guests. Can we just please implement some pop culture? Why aren't wrestlers going on these Twitch shows and popping up on people's streams and the Aiden Ross and the Kai Cenat All-Star Weekend? Like, why is wrestling not really represented at any of these things? That's a major question TKO has to answer. Another thing, please license some real music. If I have to hear A-Town Down one more time, people are getting arrested. But all jokes aside, that song is terrible, and that song should be the standard for what you're trying to get rid of. Get some real music. It's not that expensive to license music. Another thing, the camera angles and just the overall production of the show needs to go down a level. This is one thing that AEW does better than WWE, is they keep it a wrestling show. They keep the show about the wrestling. Now, I know I'm a person who likes story, who likes characters, who likes moments that are larger than life, yes. But the way it's presented is overproduced in WWE. I don't really know how to explain this, but there's certain camera angles and camera shots that they used to always do when Dunn was there, and now they still kind of do them. The show in general, they're always trying to make the show look like it's this big thing, and they're always trying to make it look like there's 100,000 at every single Raw. We know that's not the case. Stop with the camera tricks and just keep the show about what's going on the screen. It doesn't have to be about trying to always look like you're the biggest show. It's just overproduced. You know that wide shot they do with the 3D graphics? They got to stop doing that shot. There's a few other shots they got to stop doing, but the show in general is overproduced. The LED turnbuckles, they got to get rid of those. Just use a regular post, man. You don't need the LED post. It doesn't bring anything to the show, and it's actually distracting. A lot of this is overproduced and just needs to be brought down a notch. You don't need an LED barrier for the crowd. Just get rid of all these LEDs, man. Just overproduction is just a huge problem right now in wrestling in general. But WWE, since they got the money, they really did it. So please, just bring it back, man. Watch a couple episodes of Nitro. That show was about as bare bones as it gets. And it's still the best stage, the best music, the best pyro. And that show was 20 years ago. And they're still number one. So yeah, and that's nothing. Bring back pyro. You don't need all these LEDs. Can we just get pyro? I know pyro was expensive back in the day, but technology had to have improved somewhere, somehow, some way. Can we please get some pyro? And not just for Cody Rhodes. Can some other people get pyro? So that's another way they can improve. Another thing they can do, talent exchange. You have a lot of unhappy wrestlers down at TNA Impact. Why not do some trades? Why not do some trades and announce the trades on television like you announced Raw and SmackDown trades? Expand the universe. I'm not saying make what goes on in TNA canon to WWE, but in storyline, you could make it so Nick Aldis picks up the phone, calls Anthem, and gets Moose. And then in return, he sends Grayson Waller or somebody like that. And so Grayson shows up on Impact, Moose shows up on SmackDown. That would be fire. And you wouldn't know what they're going to do if they don't telegraph it too much. It would be something different, something exciting. They got to make it more unpredictable. I've always said that. And we can do more of that. And just the last thing, they got to expand the universe. Expand the universe. Meaning, everything does not have to take place in the ring, in the arena. I am tired of Triple H's promos where he thinks he's doing something because the person is talking like this, 2 inches away from the screen backstage. Like, no. Things need to happen in other places. Expand this creative universe. So let's say it was not COVID and we were outside, right? The Boneyard match. How hard would it have been for them to rent a rodeo and sell some tickets to the Boneyard match? Have more things happen in the city other than just come to WWE inside the arena. Have other things going on in other places. Even if there's going to be like a promo, like D'Angelo family, you could sell that as have dinner with the D'Angelo family. You sell a certain amount of seats. And you just have them roped off. Everybody get their food, have it roped off, and have the D'Angelo family in their section. And then you can actually film stuff for the show and have real fans there interacting with them, cheering, chanting, doing whatever they want to do. Like, there's other ways to expand the universe. You see these podcasts. They're now doing live podcasts where they're getting crowd participation, crowd reaction. WWE can do all of this. And I know they do a little bit of it on NXT, but why not on the big shows? WrestleMania Access Weekend, there should be things going on that are part of the canon of the show. They should be recording some of these autograph signings, and things should be happening at the autograph signings that make sense for the show. Maybe you have like somebody who we haven't seen in a long time step up and challenge somebody at the autograph signing. Like, you just put that person in line and you be like, oh, what, are you a fan? You want my autograph? Like, no, I'm trying to see you at WrestleMania. What's up? What we doing? Like, that's something simple. And you can have real fan reaction. Fans be like, oh, snap. She really stepped to her. Oh, snap. Like, why we ain't doing this? Why we ain't expanding the universe? Why we ain't just making it more fun, more interactive? You guys got to stop thinking about the internet. Get off the internet. Stop thinking about YouTube and Instagram comments. Think about the real world. We outside, man. So, yeah, those are my suggestions to TKO. Let me know if I'm crazy. Let me know what you think, what TKO could do to make the WWE experience a little bit better for the fans.